The Keep law firm knows that a solid estate plan starts with a solid foundation. Too many attorneys don't focus on the plan. They send you some forms with some basic questions that they then use to just fill in some blanks in a cookie-cutter will or a trust template. Basically using documents that were created for someone else to create the foundation for your plan. It's quick and easy for them, and they can charge you as though they created something custom when they didn't. Keep Law takes the time to ensure that your plan is really your plan. Here's Sam.
In evaluating past estate plans that people have had done, I'm often looking at plans that have been drafted by other attorneys. Those other attorneys, often estate planning isn't their focus. They dabble. As a result, they view estate planning as just a box to be checked. Oh, we got the estate planning done. The documents are ready. Really, the documents are going to be the byproduct of an effective plan that you've drafted with that attorney. They're not the end goal. And as a result, I see common errors that other attorneys make. Number one of which is inconvenience. We want you to get that plan done. They will force you to meet you at their office on their time. You work, you have kids to take care of. I will address that problem by meeting people at home, at their office, on weekends or evenings, whatever facilitates getting that plan done. Another problem I see is attorneys will rely on a questionnaire that they will send out to folks in lieu of meeting with them. And you can't ask a questionnaire what it means. What do these terms mean? What are the benefits? And the attorney can't then in turn ask for clarification on what those mean in a meaningful sense. So I will address that by skipping that process altogether. I like to meet with each client for a number of hours so that I understand what their concerns are, what their goals are, and then make sure that they understand what the breadth of different options are available. A problem I see attorneys reusing old work. They will take the questions that you answered, sit down with you for like 15 minutes and say, okay, I think I understand what you want. I'll talk to you later. Paralegal, come in here. That plan that we drafted for the Smiths 6 months ago? It's very similar to this one. Pull that up and change the names. I like to start fresh with every plan to ensure that there are no errors. Because as you might imagine, starting with something that was previously done for someone else is rife with the potential for errors. And my process takes a little bit more time. But once you've seen plans with the names in there that nobody in the family knows who that is, you'll understand the value of starting fresh with each plan. Another problem that I'll see attorneys do is they will try and compile everything into as few documents as possible. And they do that under the auspices of being efficient, saving you money. Well, you read that as saving them time. I find that's a problem because I want to make sure that the documents are easy to use. If you take in your medical documents into a doctor and try and prove that you're a proper representative for your parents, and you have to thumb through 50 pages to find that, that's inefficient. Another problem with that is changing things. If you want to make a small change to your estate, that's certainly easier to do with a small 3-page document than it is to a big 30-page document. The last major problem that I see is failure to fund. So you will get that stack of documents from the attorney, you'll take it home, put it in a drawer, put it on the shelf, think, okay, that's done, thank goodness. Something happens, somebody gets hurt, somebody passes, you go to pull those documents out, only to realize the first piece of paper in that stack was actually a letter of homework from the attorney saying what you needed to do to finish the plan. And invariably that turns out not to have been done, and the plan implodes just when it was needed. So my staff and I will follow up with you to make sure all the necessary funding and transfers are done so that I can rest easy knowing that plan is going to work for you and your family when it's needed. Those are some of the major issues that I see with attorneys drafting plans who don't necessarily focus on estate planning and just view it as a box to be checked for their clients.